This one's for all you guys that love the ChoroQ Zeros. I know I do. We have ChoroQ Zero number Z-37, which is a Nissan Cedric GX. Internet search tells me this is a Cedric 230 GX. Okay, one would have to assume that must mean it has like a 2.3 liter, probably an N96, but I don't know for sure. I don't really take these ChoroQ videos as serious as my realistic looking model videos, because frankly, I don't like being so serious all the time. Alright, let's see. This is, I guess this is the only colorway of this car in the regular ChoroQ Zero line. You can get this casting under some of the, I think the Seibu Keisatsu or possibly the Abunai Deka series. But as far as a regular plain ChoroQ Zero, I think A in this green is the only one you can get. So this thing comes with some mirrors you can glue on, but there's no peg holes. They're just gonna break off if you touch them, so I don't really ever bother doing that. Okay, let's take a look at these images here. Coincidentally, I managed to find one with a white top, but the wheels look like stock hubcaps. I think for a four-door, this is a pretty cool looking car. It almost looks like a coupe. Really big taillights, I like that too. Here's the foreshortening view. You know, it's possibly they shrank it like 2 times, seeing the height is similar. And then this one is lowered with some aftermarket rims, so I like that one too. Alright, so this is a really cool metallic green. I don't think I've ever seen this green on a ChoroQ before. Yeah, it's not bad. Alright, white top here. It's almost like a satin or a matte finish. There's no reflectivity, you know. Looking at the reflections, clearly reflecting down here and here, but I don't get much of that up on the top. It seems like a matte white. And there's also a little silver dot here, probably for some kind of badge. Yeah, looking at the photographs. These are raised markers here. You know, they have some paint detail on them as well. Only the front doors have a casted in door handle with some paint. The rear, there's just no room. The reason why the panel cut stops here is the mold is just probably a 2-part mold. The top half starts here and pulls up. The bottom half can't have it. It would be an undercut. Or maybe it's a side mold. It could be a 3-part mold. Alright, fender flares are pretty neat. And then it's got these standard like mag wheels I've seen on other ChoroQ Zeros. And they actually are passing air. Well, that's interesting. I swear I've seen these exact wheels, but I had to go and add black paint to them. So that is interesting. I'll have to pull out those other Zeros where I think I added paint. Alright, going to the front, we have a blank white license plate, some white paint here for these turn signals, I imagine. And then the headlights are painted white, but there's a silver ring around them. The silver ring goes around the grille. There's a little silver and red for the logo. And then tiny little like grooves for this grille detail here. And then horizontal grooves. So it's a really detailed front end. The only thing missing is a little black paint here, which I'll add myself one of these days. Alright, the top here, we have nice ribbing here in front of the vents. The panel cuts are pretty tight, a little hood bulge, and then very faintly printed on wiper blades. And then the smoke glass is, yeah, there's light getting through. You can see the motor right there, or I can. And then this window molding here painted silver on all the windows, including even on the glass there, well, the plastic window. Alright, so same side here, same appearance, no fuel filler from what I can tell. Maybe it's like behind the license plate on the real one. Not much to see on the trunk, but the tail lights are painted really well, you know, red with some silver, and looks like even silver on the outside. Oh, and check that out, that's cool. There's actually a GX logo there. It's very small, but I think it actually does, it's close to saying GX. So cool. Alright. I feel like there should be something here. Oh, I think there's white lights here. So they missed that. They got it on the front. I guess that's where it's more important. So we know what the car is, and then that. does say 230 on the bottom. Okay, and then the production dial, 11 November of 2015. All right, little silver muffler, which is a separate piece, I think. Riding stance. I might have to lower this one because all the other ones I have aren't lowered. So let me first, though, compare it to a couple other castings before I go and modify this one, so you can see what they look like. Although I may have added paint to the ones I'm going to show you. Sorry. Well, you know, I'm going to pull up some 164s here. I have a TLV Nissan Cedric Special 6 from 1966. And then I also have just a plain Cedric from 1969, also a TLV. So unfortunately, neither of these are the exact front end as this 230 GX. I don't know if TLV makes such a vehicle. If they do, I guess I'm going to have to start looking for it, because I like this Choro-Q a lot, so much that I want to get a realistic version of it. So it's strange how my collecting goes back and forth. I learn about cars in either format, and then I very often want the other formats. Alright, so that's enough for the realistic. Well, let me give you a top view, give you the foreshortening of it. They also seem to raise the height of the roof. ChoroQs. Alright, so I do have a bunch of Cedrics here in ChoroQ form, and actually ChoroQ 0 form. So I have a Cedric 230, but it's a police car, and it has a totally different grille. Granted, I added black paint to the front end, but it's a totally different casting. Now I have this black one from, I think, this is from the Abunai Deka series. So that is identical in its casting. It just has, you know, a little red police light on the top. But everything else is the same. But these wheels, let me see. Nope, those are hollow wheels also. Okay. And then here I have a Cedric 430 in police form. So when you see this red logo that looks like a mountain or a cube, those are the Abunai Deka series, which was some sort of crazy Japanese macho man show where they destroyed cars every episode. But unfortunately I can't find a source to watch it. And then, not particularly the same namesake, but this is a Nissan Laurel C130 SGX. And I feel like it has a very similar front end. The styling, right? The four, well, it's kind of in between this one and that one. But I like it nonetheless. It's funny because 1.5 years ago, I'd never even heard of a Nissan Cedric. But collecting die-cast cars and now collecting ChoroQs, I have like probably 10 Nissan Cedrics in some form or another. I would have never guessed I'd have such a collection. But that's how hobbies go, I guess, if you stick around long enough. Alright, so let me pause away, and I'm going to try to find the ones where I added paint to the wheels. And then also I'm going to lower the ride height on this guy. I'm just going to literally pull the wheels off the axles and use some poster board putty to mount them. Alright, so I just, did as I said I was going to do, and I think it looks a lot cooler. And I did find this. This is a more modern. This one's dated 3 years newer than this green car. But it's the exact same wheels, but they're totally blanked off, so I added black paint in them. You can see on the back side, there's no air passing between the spoke holes. They're totally blanked off. So it's really strange. I guess maybe some people were breaking these, maybe? Maybe kids were stepping on them and the wheels were getting crushed? Strange. They seem like they're pretty strong wheels, just by design, but... Alright, I wasn't crazy. Alright, back to this. So this is a cool ChoroQ Zero. Happy I got it. If you're into the Zero thing, you might want to get this one because it's a cool colorway. And for some reason, ChoroQ Zeros, they never go back and redo anything. That's from my experience. I've never seen them re-release anything. So you got to get it when they come out. You have one chance to get the color you want. Otherwise, you got to start paying more money. Very much like what I do. Okay, well, thanks for watching again, and I'll see you the next time I get a Zero in. Thanks, bye.